The topic for this video, I just wanted to quickly touch on alignment goals for 2024. As someone who has jumped into the wellness space, gotten into personal development, and also gotten into certain manifestation vision board techniques, there's a lot that I've learned, a lot that I will keep on doing, and a lot that I wish I knew before. So with that, I just wanted to give some tips for this upcoming year on how you can make your desires for this year make more sense and maybe be a little bit easier for you to obtain. My whole thing with alignment is to energetically match yourself up with what it is that you're desiring, whether it's a mindset or a belief, or whether it's something physical that is either in your body or in your space. It's just making sure that you are setting yourself up in the best way possible for what it is that you desire to be shown to you. So tip number one, when it comes to setting your goals for this year, is to follow the seasons. There's a lot of talk, or at least on my algorithm, there has been a lot of talk about people saying how New Year's resolutions is not the best time of the year to set resolutions. That being said, it is literally the middle of winter. And if you know anything about the cycles, we obviously, as humans, live in nature. And sometimes we kind of forget to connect ourselves with nature. And we get into this mindset of whatever is going on within the culture of America, I guess you could say. And I just want to touch base with you and make you have a little bit of a check-in with yourself that yes, I love New Year's resolutions. I love that time of year because the energy just feels really good. It feels like a good reset. It feels like things are fresh, a clean state. In reality, January is the pit of winter. And if you ever suffer from seasonal depression or anything like that, you know that it is not exactly the best time to be jumping on any kind of new resolution, intentions, or goals. Of course, self-care and bettering yourself and making sure that you are in a good state during the winter months, I think it is a good idea. So implementing things to help you feel better and not maybe be so low during these winter months, I do believe that that is a good idea. But maybe just have a little bit of a check-in with yourself and make sure that you are also allowing yourself to sit with the season that we are in. A lot of people end up falling off of their fitness goals within the couple months into the year, and it's not really a surprise because it's just not the season for movement. Winter is hibernation season. So it's very natural and normal for us to want to hibernate, stay at home. So just don't be so hard on yourself if you do set these intentions, and just realize that spring might be the better option for you to jump on these trends, because that's when everything is coming alive. You're in alignment with nature, and it's going to be easier to stick to those kind of goals during that time of the year. Number two is follow what works best for you, not someone else. What I wish I would have done first when getting into the personal development world is figure out what my human design is. If you don't know what human design is, it goes off of your birth chart, I believe, and like the day you're born, the time you're born. And it basically is kind of a guideline to help you figure out what things may work better for you than others. As human beings, we are constantly trying to figure out what the heck and bob we are doing. And this constant search for meaning and like trying to just figure out our own lives, it's a bit of a rocky journey. So getting as much help as you can to figure out things in life, of course, is helpful, but getting thing that is more specific to you, your birth chart, how you are, your personality, all of those items makes it a lot easier because it's more custom to you. You can go online and search up any topic and get tons of rules, recommendations, and ideas for what you should or should not be doing. And I am a culprit of that because of my channel. But you first need to figure out you. Because what works for you does not necessarily mean it's gonna work for someone else. We all are unique and individual, and that is great, and it is also freaking complicated. What I'm trying to say is human design is something that I'm definitely going to be diving into this year, and I would invite anyone who feels called towards that direction. Number three, don't make too many changes right away. So again, with resolutions and goals, if you are the type of person where big change is really hard for you, then maybe take the ladder concept. The ladder concept is basically taking that big idea and break it down into littler chunks that are more obtainable for you to be able to align yourself with physically, energetically, emotionally, all of the above. Number 4, do a reset and check in with yourself every single month. Instead of only setting resolutions and goals once a year when the new year comes around, check in with yourself every single month. If that is something that you're already doing, then maybe break it down and check in with yourself every week. Whatever works for you, be conscious. If you are someone that doesn't check in a lot, maybe try to check in a couple more times. And if you're someone that checks in way too many times, then maybe back off a little bit, give yourself a little bit more grace, and allow room for things to happen without you being so micromanaged on everything. So that's kind of a double-edged sword with that one. Number 5, allow your vision board to change and grow with you throughout the year. So I have a 3-day vision course that I have already created. It will be linked in the description below, but if you haven't already seen that, then one of my recommendations for my vision board that I like to do is print out the individual pictures as like a literal like glossy print photo that you would normally do. I put it on the wall. I allow myself the ability to be able to pull things off and take them down and replace them with other things. The things with a vision board is obviously there is 12 months in a year, and you are not going to be the same person that you were in the beginning of the year and the end of the year. So allow yourself the ability to be flexible with your vision board and change things as you go. And the last one is kind of a summary of everything I just said, and that is just the term and phrase that I heard from a friend a while back that is, keep it simple, stupid. I admittedly am not a workaholic. It's just not in my nature. So I am always trying to figure out how I can do things with the least amount of effort as possible. I just want to encourage anyone to maybe take a step back on what it is you are wanting to do for yourself this year, and just make sure that you are allowing yourself to bring these things to you in the most aligned way possible, which is what I said at the very beginning of this video. I guess I could use the word aligned and simple and easy in exchange for one another, because I just am trying to make this journey a little bit easier for you, aka aligned, because what is aligned for you will come to you naturally. And maybe journal on the question of, how can I make these desires come to me in the easiest way possible? Like, how can I make this easier? How can I do things easier? What can I maybe let go of? And what can I allow to either help or assist me in my life to help me get closer to these desires? Okay, those are my 6 tips for how to create a life that is more aligned with you in 2024. So with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.